Hello and welcome back to another episode of Farm and Life at Lafour. So in this week's episode we're going to be doing our very first giveaway ever. So it's going to be a giveaway for Easter. So we're very excited about that. First up though, we will be bringing cattle to mart. So Mum and Dad are going to be bringing some weanlings to mart, of which 4 are 4 Mycenaires. So eager to see how we get on with them. Also in the video, Dad will be doing some work on the 5059 that you saw him get last time. So I'll show you some of that. A lot of our cattle has gone out to field now, so a lot of the feeding is now out in the fields. So bringing bales out. The grass is growing, but we just want to give bales especially to cows that have been weaned. So I'll show you some of that. Dad usually uses Paco to keep back the cows when he's going in with a bale. So that's all on today's episode. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on our farm and lives here in France. What? So unfortunately I am still positive for COVID, so I can't go, so Mum and Dad have to go for me. They're bringing 4 Mycenaires to mart, and I'm going to stay here and do the feeding.
So there's the Solaires. You just put a little ticket on the table. It's not stuck on their back like in Ireland where I come from. For us there, it's not too bad. It's not a very big now, so it should be good.
Good facility they have at the mart. You can wash out the trailer afterwards. And you've unloaded the animals.
Pour la 150, 1000, 140, 150, 160, 160, 170, 170 pour la 180, 1170 pour la 180, 1170. Rendu acheteur 52, 838, 804, 300 kg. Sur le salaire vacciné, 4 et 8, 25 jours, un anniversaire. 600 €, 600 pour la 610, 600 pour la 610, 600. 600 pour la 610, 570 pour la 70 pour la 80, 570 pour la 88, 570, 87, 88 pour la 90, 504, 580, 90, 90 pour la 600, 600.
So I just got the call from Mum and Dad. Not good news. The weanlings aren't doing too well, or the Solaires. Their weanlings did pretty good. So the Solaires, they rang and said that the price they went to was 640. So they didn't sell them, and they called me, and so they're going to put them through the ring again. So then Dad asked, what do I want to do if they go to 640 again? And I said to not sell them for any less than 700. I do think it's just a bad day at the mart, and last week seemed to be good prices on most of the cattle. So I just think it's a bad week. If they don't go for 700, hopefully they'll bring them back and bring them maybe again next week and get a better price. We'll see. So Mum and Dad rang again. Cattle went through again, and this time they went up to 660, so only 20 euros more per head than the first time round. So I asked Mum what did they do, and they sold them. Bit annoyed that they didn't wait for the 700 like I said and gone again next week. But anyways, it's not the worst price. So they sold 660 each, so 660 euros each. They were weighing in at 300 kilos. So not great, but not terrible either, I suppose. So I still have 4 left to sell. So I'll be selling them now in a few weeks, hopefully get them fattened up enough. Well, so that was the trip to the mart. They seem to do pretty well. I don't know whether I'm happy or not yet. I need to let it sink in. So Boundary Blade is an easy to use 5-level pocket fence tester / pocket knife. So it has a very good sharp blade on it. So two of the things farmers need on a daily basis: you can use the knife wherever you need a knife to open bales or anything like that, and also test fences so you know your cattle are in safe and secure for the day.
So here's our Boundary Blade, made in Ireland. Grand little piece of equipment. I could be very skeptical of some of these things that's on offer, but this is it's a fence tester and a knife. Now I have it a few days and I've cut a few bales. Now cows are back out in the field again, wailing them off, so we're giving them an odd bale. So now there is a thing here for loosening bolts. I haven't tried that yet, but for the knife and the fencer, it's a great piece of equipment, because it's one of these things the farmer will always have in his pocket. When you get used to that, you wouldn't live without it, I reckon. But no, it's a great, and it's lovely and light, and it's actually a very good blade. The edge you can go off it, and even the twines for the big square bales, it just runs through them like paper. Now I used the other little knives before this that you break it off as corners you want it, but the only thing I do be afraid of with them is sometimes the blade breaks in the bale and then you have to go search for it. This seems to be spot on, and for the fence tester before this I'd have to unwind the wire off and stick it in the ground and test it. And it's a big thing as well, you can't be bringing it around in your pocket. Now it reads exactly the same. I thought it mightn't read the same, or to just light it up. It reads exactly the same as our normal fence tester, so it works well, and I've nothing really bad to say about it at all. It's lovely and light, and you could tie a key ring on it either if you wanted.
So we have teamed up with Boundary Blade to give two of you the chance to win your very own Farm and Life Little Forge mug full of Easter eggs and an chocolate Easter bunny. You'll also win one of your very own Boundary Blades. So we will be announcing two winners on next Sunday's video. If you want to be in with the chance to win, all you have to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel, comment down below what's your favourite tractor on our farm, and for an extra entry you can also go over to Instagram, where we are also running this competition. Follow us over there and tag a friend on the competition's post. Each tag is an extra entry, so the more tags the more chance you have of winning.
You need to be in it to win it.
Try it one more time.
You need to be in it to win it.
So I'm here now making a battery box for the 5095. It's a thing that has to be done. So I have this piece cut. It was the waste piece off the big bale trailer when I made it. I don't want to go off and buy a big sheet of metal, because it's awful expensive. So I'm going to use it this way. So this is going to be the bottom. I'm going to fold it, make a little cup, and then here then is exactly, I'm making the battery box to suit the sheet really, and here then I fold it as well. So whether I put hinges on it or not, I don't know. So there's the old one, fairly dilapidated. So it fits on here. Normally on the Fords they're in under the bonnet, but with the engine being so big, they're not. There's no room in there. And this is where the war on these 95s, 5095s. So I'll put a new one here and a bit of checker plate here, and should do it. Now these steps here are belong to the cab. I'm going to leave them on for now because I have the Brindle dog with me and he can sit there, and that's about it. So I'll just do this because that was only tied on with twine, the battery, the next thing to fall. So I'll show you as I'm going along making it. So I have the top and the bottom made. There's no back on it. So what I'm going to do now is cut an end here first. And what I have no proper way of folding it. So what you have to do is, and I'll look at that. The plate is 4 mil thick, maybe a bit too heavy for it. If you have cut a line, lots of lads would know that. If you have cut a line along, now you have to make it wide to allow for it to fold. It can't be just a little narrow cut. You want to have a nice V to let it fold over. So here is the bottom tray now. I have a lip on both sides. So I'll weld it in down here now and there, and I'll bore 2 big holes till half any water, and when I'm finished then I'll put in a small bit of rubber and I'll bore a hole here and there and put a clamp on it so it's not hopping around the place, and it'll actually act as a step as well for getting, if you have to get up to do anything. So, battery box is finished now. There's the lid of it. Just kind of copied a picture I seen on the internet. I did it in checker plate. It'll act as a stand as well. So I put the battery into it now, and I painted it now yet. Going to just bolt this up, and I have to straighten this, and this is going out because there's other things to come in now. I have a mower to service and a good few bits and pieces to get ready for silage. I'll show you the battery in a few minutes. So there it is. Nothing complicated about it. So I put the clamp crossways. I normally do that lately if I'm making clamps because batteries are always different lengths, but they're nearly always standard this way. So I have I measured 3 batteries there before I made this, and they were all different sizes. So if I was to make it to one size that's in one tractor out there, all of this model of a battery, this battery wouldn't fit in it. So I did it this way. This is about the size of the one that was in it as well. I measured off the old one. And this will do. Now, battery box finished. Now there's a bit of a gap there. I didn't want to close it up completely because batteries well, now it's open at the back as well, but no, I'm really happy with it. Whether I put a step here or not, I don't know. I want to see how it goes. It might be getting in the way. Now there's an old isolation switch here. That's a piece of the cab that'll be coming off. So I have 2 that isolator switches doesn't work. I'm going to maybe put one here somewhere. I have 2 ordered, one for the 7000 and one for this. I don't like machines with, now that this big cover is on, you can't disconnect the battery. So I might put it here somewhere, and this lead here, I want to put something over it. It's not, that could wear off of them there or anything. So that's that job, but I won't be doing that for now. I'm just gonna straighten off this weight carrier, and then she's over here for a while.
So that's that for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a reminder, to enter in the competition, all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to the channel, comment down below what's your favourite tractor here on the farm, and for an extra entry you can go over to Instagram and tag a friend on the competitions post over there. The more tags, the more entries. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.